Alright, I'm going to show you kind of how I like to try to play these very overextended moves here. My goal is to build a bigger position into this, what I feel is way overdone. But if it wants to give me some money along the way, I will take it. So just got short, first entry at 80 or 865. But like I said, I am more than willing. And my goal is I would like to build a bigger position. But if it wants to, pull back and give me something real quick, then, I'll take that also. So I do have an order in to cover at 860. I know that's nothing big, but like I said, I'll take it. So now what I want to do is 871. So put an order in up there at 875, and again, that'll be my first entry, and my first entry would be where the price is very overextended already. So we'll see if it can get up there or not. I had already traded it for $85 once. And to be honest, the $85 that you saw, that was more of a plan. Didn't really go my way. I didn't quite get the best first couple of entries. But that just really shows, again, the power of a plan. And when you have a system in place, even if things don't really go according to the plan, you can still pull profits out of the market. So, that's kind of what that represents. And then, of course, like I said, the 25 cents or $25, I should say, that I made on that. Nothing big, but like I said, my goal here is to build a bigger position, but if it moves in my favor, I'm also just going to take some off the table real quick and then start over. And once again, I am starting over. However, my start over point is going to be up here at 875. And I will then once again do the same thing. Look for either a quick, 5 cents. So here we go, looking like I'm going to be able to start over here. Okay, so I'm in. Now I'll either take that quick 5 cents or I'm going to be able to build a bigger position. But again, my first entry in a point of it being very, very overextended. Okay, so again, didn't quite work out, but I'm willing to start back over again. This time, start over at 889. We'll see if it can get up there. But it's looking like that may have finally been the top. And this is what I was referring to. If I could have gotten, built up a bigger position here, this could have been a very nice, I should probably zoom this out some. Now, I definitely would not consider this a beginner strategy by any means. And also, I am not averaging up. I am trying to build a position. But, trying to build a position here or even here, to me, that's not worth it because it's not overextended enough. But at this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 candles of just being, straight up action. So, but that's also why I'm going in small. I can easily add to the position if I needed to. But, regardless of, even if you see a chart like this, this is not by any means a beginning, like I said, strategy. I'm not saying that as a beginner you should trade like this. I'm just showing, when you have a plan and everything, things can work out and be in your favor. Haven't even really traded that much today. Actually been working on a blog article that is currently now, actually I want to get rid of that because it took some time to rest. So I think this is headed potentially, we'll see, maybe I just so I always need to make sure that my first order is in a spot where it's already quite overextended. So I think this has got some more room up here before it looks like it wants 9. So I'm going to start building at 910 if it can get up there. So this will be my new kind of start over point. Think about it. If I get my first order up here at 910, that would just show how much the chart is overextended. But looking like I should have probably just started with that 889 But let's see what happens. I'll pause it and I'll be back to keep you updated. All right, I'm now a little bit different of a plan here. Have an order and I'd like to go short at 887. If this is indeed the top, fine, but I'm taking a very, very minimal risk, so my stop loss will be at 891. But I was a little late on getting that order entry in, so I may have just missed it. But I don't want to chase it down. Again, wanted to get a position up here at 887, which printed, but I was just a tad bit too slow in that. And, you know, with a very minimal risk, like I said, I'd be risking 4 cents. But if this does decide to roll back over, you know, I'd be getting much more than 4 cents out of it. So just kind of a nice little thing here. You can see this is my private trading group chat room. Alerted it right here. Christmas tree alert at 1 o'clock exactly, and that's when the price was still down. And let's see, when was 1 o'clock? Right here. So on this candle is when I originally alerted it to the chat room. So let's just say you got in at the high of that candle, you know, 798. You can see that it's made a huge move from there. So just a quick little example there of, you know, if you're not in the private trading group chat room, you know, it's always good to have multiple eyeballs scanning the market. You know, scanners are great, but, and I don't mean to play Captain Obvious here, you and I only have 2 eyeballs. But when you can get multiple eyeballs all out there scanning, then, you know, it's easier to kind of come across like this. I love scanners. I use scanners. That's how I found this one. But there's nothing better than a living, breathing organism of a scanner. And that's, in my opinion, at least, that's what a chat room is it's a bunch of live people, and they're all using scanners. And you can, you know, come across plays like this. So looks like this one is pretty much done. It very well could go up, but as far as my shorting thing, like I said, I wanted to short up there, and it looks like it may be trying to roll back over. But if it comes back up, it's no longer overextended. It has now pulled back. It has consolidated. So my whole thing about wanting to short, you know, up into you know, an overextended state, that thesis is now out of the way as it's pulled back now. So kind of want to let it play a little bit more just to see, you know, just to show. Remember my risk up here, which I was a little late on, would have been 4 cents at 87, and then, you know, right now I'd be up, you know, almost double my risk, and that much more if 870 fails as support. But you can see it's putting up a very good fight there. So let's see if 870 falls, but we're already at 8 minutes, so I'll just wrap it up. So hopefully you found this interesting. Again, definitely not a beginner strategy. There's 870s getting hit, and you can see them absorbing all that size. Definitely not a beginner strategy, but you know, the point more was having plans, having systems, having a strategy in place. And for that, I use charts. And the great thing about charts is whether you're looking to sell within a few seconds like I am, or a few minutes, or a few days, or a few weeks, you know, charts, you can cover and build any sort of strategy with them as the, you know, kind of foundational piece. So if you're interested in learning more about charts, how to understand them, how to read them, and how to apply them, you can go to claytrader.com. Offer many courses on that. Also have the private trading group, which you saw how I alerted that to them. So check that out too. Very fair pricing, and I encourage you to look around. I think my pricing out there is more than fair. And at the end of the day, if you want everything, the whole kit and caboodle at bulk pricing, bulk discount, you know, then check out the Clay Trader University. That's where you get lifetime membership to the trading group, access to all my courses, and any future course that I put out in the future. And then we also have live webinars. I do case study videos, all sorts of stuff. So check that out, and let me know if you have any questions. But again, I'm not advocating doing this strategy. I'm just showing that systems, plans are powerful, and this stings a little bit more. Too slow. But that's kind of the trade-off when I'm trying to make these videos. Sometimes a little bit slow, but still my own fault. I only have one person to blame, and that is myself for being too slow on this. But it is what it is. So thanks for watching. You know, comments, questions, please leave those below. I always appreciate it. If you like the video, then click the like button, and that'll let me know to continue to make these sorts of videos. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.